pose I'm going to show you is called eagle arms. First, raise your arms in front of you, then bring the right over the left and bend at the elbow. Bring your hands together and touch at the wrist. In this pose, connect with your breath and you can bring your arms up and down to release any tension through the upper back and neck. If this pose is a little bit challenging, you can start by just bringing the arms to touch like this. Or if you just want to start right at the beginning, you can give yourself a lovely hug. We're then going to repeat the pose on the other side, bringing the arms in front of you and bringing the left to cross over the right. Connect with your breath and really release the tension from the upper back. I'm now going to show you a lovely yoga sequence that you can do to help to tone your tummy, to work on your pelvic floor and to stretch out your spine. It's called cow to cat pose. We're going to come forward onto all fours. We're going to place our weight evenly through our hands and just check that your wrists and your elbows and your shoulders are in alignment and that your knees are in line with your hips. What I want you to do is drop your belly down towards the floor and stretch from midway up the back towards the top of your neck. This will stretch your spine and also stretch through the throat. Then we're going to have a look at cat pose. So returning back to our neutral spine, this time we're going to bring our head to look between our shoulders, gazing back at your navel, tucking your tailbone under, pulling up through the pelvic floor and squeezing the belly button back towards the spine, arching your back as if you were a cat. So let's return back to that neutral spine, that flat back. And now we're going to link it with our breath. As we inhale, we're going to go into cow pose, allowing the belly to drop down to the floor and just stretching through the top part of the spine. On the exhale, drawing back into cat pose, pulling up through the pelvic floor, squeezing the belly button back towards the spine. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. I'm now going to show you one of my favourite yoga poses, which is child pose. It's a fantastic pose to help you to deeply relax. First of all, we're going to widen our knees across the mat and then sliding our hands forward, we're going to just walk our hands up to the top of the mat, just allowing the head to rest onto the floor. In this pose, you can then take some deep breaths and allow your whole back to relax. If you find this pose challenging, you might want to start by making 2 fists and just bringing your head to rest like this. The next pose I'm going to show you is legs up against the wall, and it's great to do at the end of the day. To get into this pose, what you need to do is bring yourself as close as you can to a wall. Then we're going to pivot around, bringing our legs up onto the wall itself. We can then try and move into a comfortable position. Don't worry if your legs aren't flat against the wall, and you might want to add a cushion underneath your lower back to really relax fully. You can then spend between 5 to 20 minutes in this pose. I hope you've enjoyed those simple yoga poses. Remember, with yoga, just start wherever you are and try to fit in the yoga practice when it feels good for you.